everyone. Hi. Oh, shoot. Sorry, I am running a couple minutes behind, so just bear with me, but I'm otherwise prepared. So anyway, I just want to finish like fixing my makeup a little bit, then I'm done. All right, over here in chat. Hi, everyone. Let's see here. Hi, Autistic Shill. Hey, Stu Elliott. Hey, Elizabeth. Oh, hi, Steffi. Sorry. Hi, Autistic Shill. Hi, Steffi. Hi, Elizabeth. Hey, Lazy Wolf. Sally B. Hey, Megan. Hi, Lily. Hey, Tiffany. Triple Threat. What's up? How's everyone doing? Hi, Stephanie. Frisco Chicken. Chicken. Can't talk. The cat. Not to be confused with just any cat. It's the cat. All right. I think that's all caught up. Just about. Yep. Okay. All right. I hope everyone had a lovely Sunday. I know I had a good day at work, actually. And I was actually able to get out of work before the Buffalo game started. So, because I kept thinking, I'm going to get stuck here. I'm not going to be able to, no one's going to want to even think about letting me go until after the Buffalo game starts. And at that point, I'm going to be screwed because then they're going to realize how screwed they are. And then I'm going to have to stay. So I got to get out of here before the game starts. But hey, we actually weren't that busy. So, I don't know. I think that there's a whole like generation of people here in upstate New York that are still dealing with the two losses there in the 90s. Both of them to Dallas, of course. But no, wait. No, there was four losses. Two of them were to Dallas. One was to the Giants. I forget who the fourth loss was to. But yeah, so I think a lot of people are seeing this as a chance for Buffalo to regain what should have been theirs, I guess. I don't know. It's a little ridiculous to me. The whole concept of football is, I don't know. It used to be fun. I used to be into it, but now I don't know. It's too much work with no reward because, like, what do the fans get really? Nothing. They get charged a shit ton of money just to buy a jersey. It's ridiculous. Anyway, so tonight we're going to be going over the there we go. Hi. Today we're going to be going over the remainder of the John Yates stream. Last I knew he had made it private or whatever, did something with it. It wasn't available anymore, but I have a copy of it. And I have it uploaded to Google Drive. I'm going to share that link shortly. No matter what, I'm definitely going to share that link tonight, though. Okay. So, and anyone, you all are more than welcome to download it, to do whatever you want with it. It's going to be the entire stream from start to finish, no commentary, no breaks, no nothing, just as it was on his channel. It's like 8 hours long. I didn't watch like the first 6.5 hours of it, so I have no idea what's on that. But let's see. Oh, thank you, the cat. Love your hair. So, oh, Katie's talking about all of us 7N on her Instagram. Well, why not? I mean, she's been talking about everyone else who's been suing her. Why stop it there? I mean, they're the ones who are actively, currently, in this moment, still suing her. So, it seems silly to leave them out. Fuck. Let me see. Let me pull that up quick. Is she live? She's not live streaming, is she? Oh, no, they're posts. Okay. Which the Savage post? Oh, okay. So what do we have here? Let me share. So we have Kylie, Doug, use that voice of yours and keep on fighting. Kylie spoke against dancers attending events hosted by dancers associated with the 7M Films dance group. Kylie was previously a member of this group. Kylie is suing Robert Shin for sexual battery and other business related tort. And other business related sexual battery is a business related tort. With the way that's worded is for sexual and other business related torts. Like, okay. Kylie was a member of the group for over a year. In her lawsuit, she alleged that she was isolated from her boyfriend, friends, and family. She alleged that the pastor, Robert Shin, sexually assaulted her while working out at a gym. Kylie, along with several other women, have filed charges against Robert Shin for sexual assault, and the LA District Attorney's Office has not brought a case to court, despite 3 separate women filing charges with police. When the fuck did that happen? I'm unaware of women filing like actual like criminal charges against this man. Kylie is a professional dancer that is a director of a studio. She is a brilliant choreographer and talented dancer that is using her voice to speak up. Robert Shin has denied that he runs a cult, denies that he sexually assaulted anyone, though in court records has admitted to having numerous sexual consensual relationships with his employees and members of his church. And how many of those people that he's admitted to having these consensual relationships with, how many of those women are the ones who filed suit? Because unless and until they do, they were fucking consensual, were they not? Robert has denied Kylie's allegations in his response to the court. He's attempting to have the case completely thrown out, but he has not been successful. He is countersuing numerous former members who he claims are slandering and attempting to ruin his business and image. Robert Shin is a pastor that has admitted to sexual relations with his church members. You already said that. Even while he has been married. And yet there are still dancers that are well known tied to his group, including Miranda Wilkie, James B. Derrick, Vic Slavic White, is that what that says? Tight Eyes, Kendra O, and Reno. What it says, I don't know if I read that name, Reno. What will Robert Shin say to this?
Hope you know that. So for those of you that missed my live, I basically just went live to share that I don't believe it's all right for people who are still associated with a cult or a leader cult to be hosting events within the dance community, because little do these other dancers know, when they're attending these events, they are also supporting the people in the cult and the people that are valuing what the cult is doing, right? And as a leader in the dance community with my dance company, the studios that I teach at, the dancers that I teach, I believe that it's time for me to speak up and use my voice, because that's not proper leading. And I would not want anyone to be misled due to something that they love, right, which is the passion of dance. So those events are much more than just dance, and I hope you know that. So for those of you that missed my live, I basically just went live to share that I don't believe.
While making her case there, why didn't she attest to some of the things that she alleges he had done to her? I mean, I don't know. I feel like this was a missed opportunity for her. But anyway. All right, let's get to the video. So I just paused it last night at the end of my stream there, and I haven't touched it since. And holy shit, this whole time, I had no idea that is it the yellow bead that was on in the beginning of the stream? Was that Muzz? Or is this Muzz? I don't, was Muzz? I don't, I find it weird that I watched so much of his stream. I had no idea that someone was, someone in particular. Anyway. What's this? Oh, there's more posts. Okay. There's a few more posts, which I'm going to pull them up quick, I think. I'm just moving. I'm using Cheshire's little trick there that she taught me, which again, thank you. Thank you. I mean, you have no idea how much easier my streaming, my research, if you want to call it research, I think it's a silly term really, but my searching on the web anyways, and my reading screenshots. You have no idea how much easier you've made this for me, knowing now that all I have to do is just open it up in a new tab and then I can enlarge it. I mean, it's like one of the best things I've learned, little shortcut things I've learned on the computer in a while. So thank you so much. Oh, when I read that, okay. So real quick, real quick. Here is, okay. Miranda is what? I don't know what this is. Reporting on her involvement in this group, though to this day, I don't think she knows that she's suing me because she has never specifically responded to anything in court outside of lawyers. Like much in this group, they are kept ignorant to many of their business and legal matters. So Katie Joy is being sued by Miranda, among others, but Miranda. And now Katie Joy is complaining that Miranda hasn't, how does she word it? She's complaining that Miranda hasn't responded to her or anything involving the lawsuit except for, through the lawyers. Miranda herself hasn't responded to anything of Katie's, to Katie, and she's complaining. So because of that, she doubts whether or not Miranda is actually suing her. Wow. Like, you're not entitled to anything from her. You're like, let it go, man. Ask me a question about 7. Okay. And then this one. Ask me a question about 7M or their lawsuits against me. Does Miranda know her parents are still fighting for her release? I believe Miranda is aware to some extent that her family is still fighting for her, though communication about the group or the pastor are not common topics of discussion because she will shut down, from my understanding. That's just what I've heard through the grapevine, so I can't say for sure. Or it's more like the family's not fighting for her anymore because the family doesn't want to fight with her. That's what I think. All right, back to the video. I can't believe it. That is so much easier to switch tabs to do it that way. I never even knew I could do that. Fuck, an idiot. Let me check chat before I hit play. What, she did an affidavit? That would be a crime if someone did that and she didn't know. Yeah. Yeah, I'd say that an affidavit's pretty fucking, that's a response. That is most definitely a response. It may have been handed into the court through the lawyers, but the response was still given by Miranda. I just scroll through. Okay. Oh. All right, let's begin. Okay, so this is the last hour. This is a live stream from John Yates' channel. He has since privatized it. and or privated it, whatever. This was an like 8-9 hour stream, and from what I understand, the stream began because he was discussing an experience he had in court that day with someone other than Katie, someone who has nothing to do with Katie. But it ended up morphing into a discussion about a lot of things, and Katie being one of them. And then Katie, I don't know, must have fucking, I don't know, maybe her ass was burning or something like that. And she realized people were talking about her streaming. And so she went and she pretty much kind of crashed the stream and then hijacked it and whatnot. And in the stream, she talked about everything that has been an issue to her. So she has talked about Steve McRae, myself, Down the Rabbit Hole News, Vada, Elwood, or LB. Sorry, my eyelashes keep sticking together. Todd Chrisley, Toddy Westbrook, you name it, she talked about it. And she really opened her mouth about things that, to my understanding and many others' understanding, that she was not supposed to speak of in such negatory ways, but she still did. So this is what people are like, whoa, like, what's going on here? So so far what we covered is a lot of these subject matter. The whole, like, I didn't call a girl a brat thing we covered. But this last hour of the stream is when she gets into a lot of talk about the other content creators, myself included. So and the people up on stream with her are Siwa Moon, John Yates, and I'm not sure who that fourth person is on the bottom left.
What's her name? Brittany. What's her channel?
Britters.
No.
Different one.
She does Sister Wives and does stuff now, and she's.
I can't think of it.
It's with a T.
Oh yeah, that's right. Oh no, wait, this is someone else.
Her name is Brittany Daniels. But Brittany was not Radiant Brit, because her channel isn't. It's like. I don't know what her name is. That Radiant Brit. Backwoods Barbie thinks that I literally stalk her and I don't even watch her channel.
That was a lizard. When we had
Tough Topic. Thank you. Tough Topic. So Tough Topic her name is Brittany Daniels, and she was a hatter and she hates me. And she decided that she was going to create a channel just to do what I do, to do it better. That was her whole point in her channel. And so all she does is covers whatever I cover. And then she tries to get to the story first. Same with Backwoods Barbie. Like they both.
So yeah, I have a Brittany Daniels in my inbox or whatever. But like, she's reached out to me a few times starting from the very first day almost I got in the scene. Like the very beginning. She is one of the very first people to reach out to me. And she's reached out to me, I think, on a couple of platforms, but Instagram I know was one of them. And I don't know if this is the same person though. I didn't think that this was was someone who did Tough Topic, but I could be wrong. I don't know.
I have like literal messages from Backwoods Barbie telling me she's going to start a channel just to like try to ruin me.
Really? Well, that would be interesting because she started her channel in 2013. And Katie Joy, no one knew who the fuck she was for years after 2013. Like, she wasn't even writing for her own website at that point. She wasn't doing anything on the internet other than maybe fucking scrolling through Facebook or something, stalking people. She wasn't writing. She wasn't doing anything. So why the fuck would Backwoods Barbie be like, I'm going to start my channel now in 2013 just to ruin Katie Joy? You're fucking, oh my God, you're so full of shit. I can't imagine having to tell so many fucking lies about myself just to try to validate me and things I do. It's crazy.
Yeah, there's a lot of people in this community.
You felt that a few times. I'm only building my channel to attack you. Okay.
Yep. That's what I mean. A
And-
lot of the people in this community, I honestly,
And
believe
honestly, like to me,
that's what they want.
I always tell my audience, Backwoods Barbie says that I hack her all the time. I have never hacked anyone ever. I don't know who Backwoods Barbie actually is. I don't even know what her real name is.
Oh, she's been doxxed before. I just can't think of her name.
I
right
don't
now.
know anything about her. She has accused me of a lot of crimes that I've never committed. I don't watch her channel. I don't watch her content. Because here's the thing is like when you're making content, when do you have time to really consume content? My day from the that I wake up is my channel is 5 days a week. I am making 1, 2, or 3 videos a day, all edited. And I don't have time to watch other people's content.
Thank you. Yeah. I get it. Thank you. Thank you. Where did I leave off? Oh, okay. So it's funny that she says that because Backwards Barbie started her channel in 2013. 2013. Katie wasn't anywhere on the internet, maybe scrolling through fucking Facebook groups or something. But she had no fucking website, no platform, no channel, no. She wasn't even writing then. I want to say that didn't she like just have her baby then? I mean, this was before she did anything. So why the fuck would Backwoods Barbie be sitting there? I'm going to start my channel today in 2013 just so I can fuck with Katie Joy. Like that didn't happen. So just stop fucking lying. Just stop.
Because I'm generally making my own content. And so
Oh, yeah, that's what I'm saying. And you're watching content too. You fucking are. For her channel, the things that she touches on, it range anywhere from like Vanna's channel to like TMZ's channel. There's a lot of in between there. And she's consuming the content. Otherwise, how is she able to make her content, to talk about things? She has to know about it. So it just, I don't understand why this is such a horrible, like, why it's like, I don't know, like I get deferment or something on her image to just admit this.
I don't have the opportunity to see what someone is saying about me until someone shows up in my channel and is like, are you going to respond to this? And I'm like, why would I respond to something that's a lie?
Yeah, Potato. I'm pretty sure she did.
You hear that? So that means, think about all the times Katie Joy has responded in the past, and she does respond still currently. Think about it. If responding to lies is a waste of time for her, then clearly everything she's responded to must be the truth, because it'd be a waste of time otherwise, and she's above that. So, I mean, fucking come on.
Yeah. I mean, the thing with the people in this community, the other content creators that are problematic is I don't think
Dolly and Lynn aren't from mine.
Terry Lynn's not from yours.
No.
Oh, she might be. I think they're anti. I don't think they were. But
You sure about that?
it's like they don't seem to want their channel. I mean, maybe yes, they want their channels to grow, and yeah, they grift, they want the money, but it just seems to be more hate focused than anything because they don't really do content. All they do is hate watch.
All you do is
24/7.
expose and go real life and dig on
Yeah.
all of our lives. That's it.
Yeah, because even like Brooke admits that she has alarms and stuff on her phone or whatever for every time Siwa goes live, so she can watch it. Muzz does the same thing. Muzz has got like her computer with lives on it, her TV.
So you're
going
seeing
with
all these
lives on it,
people.
her
I
phone.
don't. Here's the thing: is the anti-KJ community is like a world I don't even understand. If I go into there, I can't even reason with those people. They literally they think I'm
Oh,
someone
Muzz?
I.
Of course you don't understand it because it's a place where where you and accountability meet. It's not your language.
Do you know Muzz?
No, I don't know who any of these people are. I don't. She said Muzz, Selfie Queen, and JJ. I've never heard of any of them. I have no idea who they are.
So Rakin's really the only one that you know, pretty much. Well, you know AMC, but you
I know Reagan. I know Down the Rabbit Hole at Night. AZ used to be in it. I don't think she even has a channel anymore.
Oh, does she not?
No, she does.
It's like,
Uh-oh, y'all, John dropped by accident.
Yeah, she has it. T-Spiracy is her channel now, I think.
She put out a video and accused my husband of child abuse.
Yeah.
People throw
I got
that away.
accused of being a PEDO.
whoa, I want to hear that again.
Because a random person posted a child's picture on Reddit and Shins.
She said Muzz, Selfie Queen, and JJ. I've never heard of any of them. I have no idea who they are.
So Rakin's really the only one that you know, pretty much. Well, you know AMC, but you
I know Reagan. I know Down the Rabbit Hole at Night. AZ used to be in it. I don't think she even has a channel anymore.
Oh, does she not?
No, she does. She does.
Uh-oh, y'all, John dropped by accident.
Yeah, she has it. T-Spiracy is her channel now, I think.
She put out a video and accused my husband of child abuse.
Yeah.
People throw
I got
that away.
accused of being a
You hear
PEDO.
that? She's like, she put out a video and accused my husband of child abuse. And then someone, I don't know which one it was, they just said, like, yeah. Like, end point. Like, I'm pretty sure that's not how they meant. Oh, I think maybe it's not how they meant it, but it sure sounds like it.
PEDO.
Because a random person posted a child's picture on Reddit, and because they couldn't figure out who it was, they just accused Genevra and started calling her horrible names. She went by her real name and yells doxing. You remember? Oh, so she went by Robin.
Renelle is one.
Oh, she went by her name.
Yeah.
Her
I'm
actual
not
name.
the last
Oh,
one,
you know what? She did.
Charlotte on the Web, she was one. But she lost her channel.
It's like if two different conversations are going on. It's like the two, like Siwa and the one on the bottom, like they're having a back and forth. And Katie's just like completely ignoring it, just continuing in her own little world, just listing off the names of her enemies or some shit.
I heard about-
Renelle Smith is a Renelle something. She thinks she's like, I just hear her name sometimes, Renelle.
Yeah, we
I have
haven't
no idea
managed
who
that
that is.
person yet.
If you don't watch Renelle's content, you don't know what her content is. You don't see her content. You just hear her name sometimes. How the fuck do you know what she says about you? How do you know? Just admit it. You fucking watch. It's okay. Who wouldn't? Jeez.
Oh my god. There's another one with Reagan named she's dark one of the bar's mom.
Yeah, Shen.
What is her name? Shay something.
EKC, someone saying?
Yeah, she's one of mine.
EKC's been on my channel.
Hey, yours.
Or no, just one time, I think. It's been a while.
I'm sorry, that's me chomping.
Quite annoying, but whatever.
Shins.
Shens, yes.
Good job, Randy. You got it. So what was the worst thing that Rakin's done to you?
To who?
To Katie.
Oh.
Yeah, this is good. This is gonna be funny to hear her not be able to list that. But I'm looking at chat here, and Dash has a question. EKC, did you ever see that screenshot Katie took of her own YouTube dashboard? On her sub count, it had in parentheses and said some purchased. I wondered about that. I have two. The thing I've looked to see if it's an app, if it's an extension or whatever it is, but it looks like it's something, whatever it is, it looks like it's only available for you to view your own channel with. Like if I were to download this extension or whatever have you, and if I were to try to like see that kind of info for another channel, it's not going to work there. It's just going to work on my own analytics. That's what I have been able to take away from it. Now, some purchased, I'm thinking that, I mean, I think, she may have purchased some shit. I mean, I don't know. I don't know the specifics of it. I don't know what exactly that is that could have been purchased, but I mean, I think it's more than likely. So, but yeah, I would like to know more about that thing, because I like to just see what it is and what it detects and what data it's pulling for analytics. And so, yeah, but I can't find it. All right. Let me scroll back down. Okay, so here's what I'm doing too. But everyone, if you want me to see a question or your comment or something like that, just tag me, okay? Because if you tag me, then when I scroll through it, I just look for the orange block and then I know to stop and read it. Otherwise, I might not see it. So that's all. Okay.
Waxy is another one. Sassy is another one. I don't know where John went.
No idea. Usually he'll pop right back up. I'm wondering if it's his phone or computer died. He's on his computer, so I wonder if his computer died. Because usually he'd be back by now.
Okay, Suzanne is someone that was at Pathios with me. She was a writer that had a channel or a site called No Longer Quivering. And she was a writer that actually stole her page from another woman named Vicky. And
Wow.
I befriended her when I was at Pathios, which is what at the time was like we were hired.
I love how she words these things. I befriended her. You know, Suzanne was there first and a lot longer than Katie. If anyone befriended anyone, it would be the resident befriending the new person. It would be Suzanne who befriended Katie.
As columnists, and we were to like write 3 articles per week or something. And our blogs were like featured on their website, and then they paid us. And I was in the same of bloggers as her. And we both covered fundamentalism. And she accuses me of stealing the Duggar content from her. But Teen Mom.
I think Suzanne did accuse her of stealing something regarding the Duggar reporting or whatever. But what I've heard Suzanne mention more than anything in regards to Katie stealing is Suzanne's own story. But I'm not gonna. I can't really speak to that too much because it's not my shit to tell. If Suzanne wants to tell it and share it, then by all means she will. So I don't want to just take that and do it for her, take it from her. But that's my understanding of the situation regarding that.
She never covered Teen Mom. So what actually happened with her was I had set up a meeting. I was going to have her come on my channel and I was going to do an interview with her. And I ended up getting doxed and stalked by a guy named Steve. And I was getting a ton of emails. And
that's funny because at the time this happened, she blamed the Facebook group for this. She blamed Tina and all the people in the Facebook group. Steve, I think, was one of the people she threw in with this blame. Maybe. Pretty sure he was. But he was just a fraction of the people she was coming for. Why doesn't she mention any of that? Why is it now only Steve? Other people deserve credit too. I'm kidding. I don't know.
Like 300 emails, and like all of my information was going out publicly.
Now it's 300 emails. All of her information was going out. It was all going out. It was all going out.
And in the midst of the chaos of what Steve was doing, I missed the interview with her.
No, you blew her off. You didn't miss it. You didn't like show up and just missed it by a fucking quarter mile or something. No, you completely and totally blew it off. You didn't even know she was upset with you until like hours later when you finally, you know, like got word or something. No, in fact, it's funny though how she couldn't show up to talk to Suzanne at that time, but she could show up in other people's podcasts, like Laughing in Disbelief, like another like former colleague or whatever from Pathos. She was able to show up there, which I'm great. I mean, there was a good show and everything. I highly suggest everyone check it out. I'll try and find it and put the link in the description when I'm done. So, you know, yeah, I'm not putting it out, saying anything negative there, but I'm just saying she was able to show up to that just fine, but she couldn't bother to remember to even just inform Suzanne that she wasn't going to be able to make it. So yeah, that wasn't you just missing it. That was you blowing it the fuck off.
Because I was so overwhelmed by what he was doing. And then by the time that I figured out I missed it, I reached out to her and I said, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry."
Hey, Suzanne, I'm curious. Did Katie reach out to you?
I didn't mean to miss this. Like, let's reschedule. And by that point, she had decided that I was an evil bitch and she blocked.
I'm so sorry, let's reschedule. And then immediately goes to Twitter and just starts dragging Suzanne for having the balls to be upset with Katie for disrespecting her and treating her badly. You bitch.
To me before I could even talk to her. And she then turned around and took all of our conversations that we would have privately. I trusted her, believing that she was like a confidant. And we would talk about our frustrations with the writing, with the editors, like just what you would do with a coworker. At the time, I felt like our editor was being very sexist, like promoting the men over the women. And it just felt very...
That's an interesting bit of insight there. Okay. So in the past, I have heard Suzanne talk about Katie Joy and Pathos and shit, what she knew and what she saw and experienced and whatever. And one of the things that I remember hearing is that Katie Joy was kind of a needy coworker. Like she needed like constant validation from her superior or whatever, that she was doing a good job, you know, and like just acknowledgement, recognition. And I mean, yeah, don't get me wrong, we all like that, and we all should probably get it more than we do. I get that, but like no reasonably secure, confident person is sitting there emailing their boss several times a day looking for that attaboy or attagirl. You know what I mean? And that's kind of what from my understanding, what Katie Joy had been doing. So I find that interesting because knowing that, and now she's going to sit here and drag the editor under the bus saying how he was sexist and he was promoting men over women, when chances are he wasn't really promoting anyone. He was just not responding to the female every time she emailed because, well, I think after like 400 in a month or something, maybe it gets to be a little inappropriate. All right, I'm exaggerating with 400. I don't know how many it was.
Like, what the fuck? You know, like, why are you pushing out these dudes when these women are putting out great content? And she used all of that against me and like published all of it. And
how can that be? Why is that being used? Okay, for the sake of argument, let's say that she's telling the truth, that Suzanne actually, quote unquote, put it all out there publicly as an attempt to harm Katie. I don't believe that for a second. In fact, I'm pretty sure it's not true. But for the sake of argument, let's say it is true. Why would that harm Katie? Why would Katie deem that as something potentially harmful when she's complaining about misogyny? She's a woman complaining to another female coworker about their bosses or whatever misogyny. Why would that make Katie Joy look bad? Unless maybe that's really not what she was doing.
Then started believing whatever Steve would tell her about me, and now to this day accuses me of stealing the Duggar content from her, even though she never gave me Duggar content.
Sounds like a big old mess over there.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, I mean,
Wait, I want to see something. What's going on in the chat here? Let me read this. Dude, oh my God. That's what I said. That's what I fucking said. I said that. That was that night. No. Yeah, it was not that night. Before John private at the stream, though. Okay, so people here in chat are talking, and they're talking about like why John Yates kind of dipped from the stream, because by now you don't see John for the entirety of the rest of the stream. You don't see or hear from him again. And people have been wondering, like, why is that? A lot of people saying, well, he's probably tired. Yeah, it was late. We're going on 9 hours, and yeah, I'm sure that there's some truth to that. But someone else here in chat, Miss Lisa, I think, they say, I think John was annoyed with her. As KM chats kind of just says he had to be if he dropped, Miss Lisa. I also suspect Siwa might be in trouble with him. We shall see. And anyway, so in this chat I was in, I said, I think that John Yates dipped because he quickly realized that he can't fucking stand Katie Joy. And he just didn't want to fucking deal with it. So he just was like, fuck it. I'm going to bed. I have nothing to base that on other than just my opinion. But I'm going to go with my opinion.
it was horrible. So that's part of the Rakin group. Basically, Rakin exists because of Steve.
Well, how long has Rakin been involved in stuff like this? Do you know?
Damn it, Steve. Rakin's your fault. Oh my God. Hey, I part of me kind of wishes I could have seen the look on Rakin's face when she learned that her very existence in this community is because of Steve. Like Rakin hasn't done anything on her own. Like Rakin herself hasn't been effective in this community on her own. It's all because of Steve. Like, I think, I don't know, maybe a lot of people wouldn't mind that, whatever. I'm just thinking though, Rakin, though, just because everyone knows her in this community and several other communities, and she makes an impact. And I feel like Katie, by just attributing all of that to Steve, is her way of kind of demeaning Rakin. No offense, Steve. Not that you're demeaning or whatever. It's not. But Rakin's actions or efforts being accredited to anyone other than Rakin is what's demeaning.
Yes, I will promote this on my channel for him.
Did she promote this on her channel? I'm curious. I want to see. I'll look this up while it's playing. But
working for them, you're working. If you're not work with them, you're working for Katie. Exactly. Hope is one of my subscribers.
I'm trying to message John and ask him if he's coming back up. Hopefully they didn't send the cops to his house, which is something they like to do to get off.
That would be crazy if they did that again.
I don't put it past them.
No, I don't either.
Do you deal with that, Katie, where they just send the cops randomly?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Except, so what Steve has done to me is like, all I did was basically tell him no 4 years ago.
So yeah, she didn't promote it on her. If she did, it's gone now. And I just want to point out there how Siwa tried to bring the conversation back around to, things that John Yates and their community here is going through, and I caught the effort there. Siwa tried to like bring it back home, steer it away from Katie Joy. She didn't succeed though. Katie Joy was just like, yeah, whatever. I'm like, fuck off. I'm driving this shit now.
I told him, no, I'm not going to lie and say that you didn't say something to me. And I'm not going to apologize for something that you said to me. And then he told me, I'm going to make your life hell. You are my target now. And that was 5 years ago.
Okay. So he was all pissed off because what? He wanted an apology, allegedly, according to Katie. I mean, that doesn't even make sense. I think if it were true that he was trying to intimidate her, or I don't know, like coerce her or whatever, wouldn't he just say, take it back? Like, make a video and say that you were wrong or you lied or is a misunderstanding, something, fucking take it back. Why? Who the hell would sit there and push and say, and I want an apology? You know, like, that's just, why?
So I would not apologize to him
See?
for something he said to me. It's the stupidest thing.
Yeah.
And
It really is the stupidest thing. Like, you couldn't think of anything better here. You couldn't try to sell the story with any, I don't know, more plausible like scenario.
and I didn't lie about what he said to me. You could
I love that. I love how she does that all the time. Whenever she's guilty of the thing she's being accused of, before she's even really accused of it, even suspecting accusations, she'll go on the defense and be like, I didn't do it. I had nothing to do with it. It wasn't me. Like, yo, who said it was? You know, like, the lady protest.
can watch what he says, and he says it to other women. It's ridiculous.
What does he say to other women?
Tina disappeared, but she's still part of it. But yeah, Steve has been after me for 5 years.
Have you ever had to file a lawsuit or restraining order against any of these people?
And I feel like some of these questions were like set in the volley. I feel like a lot, it's not a lot, but many of these questions, in both Siwa and John Yates, were presented to the one doing the questioning for the specific purpose of doing the questioning. That's how it feels. And that right there is like a prime example of one of those such questions. Like, I don't know if that's the case. I don't know if it is or not, but that's how it sounds like and feels.
Against Steve, against Tina, against Katie, against Aaron.
Against all of them?
That was news to me, but she corrects that.
Not Aaron, but Tina. Aaron is EKC.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that you had that much issues with her.
What are you talking about? What issue? She just said she didn't file anything with me. So what issue are you talking about? And I had a hard time that you didn't think, or you didn't have any preconceived notion that there were in fact issues between Katie and myself after I was up on your stream one night talking about my obtaining the police report. You knew about that. You knew who it was about. So, I mean, I don't know. This seems like such a strange thing to say. Like, I didn't realize you had that kind of issues with her. But you knew what transpired, whether right or wrong, indifferent, I don't care. You had to have known that there was likely to bring up issues, right? I mean, it kind of was an issue with you, and it wasn't even yours.
Steve has done a lot to me.
What?
He's made my life hell.
What has he done?
I've only heard his name a few times, but I don't know anything about him outside.
He created the entire anti-KJ community.
Yep. Okay. In fact, people think that I came about this in this community here because like I met Katie Joy over in vaccine advocacy there on Facebook. But no, that's just our backstory. Steve's like, he's like a recruiter for internet groups, internet cliques. He just goes around and he just spots good talent, and then he recruits them. He created us all. He created the whole fucking social media click genre. If you are in a group, if you have a group of online friends, Steve created that. Steve set the wheels of motion. Steve built the scene for your community to come to fruition and exist. That was Steve.
Like, do they not realize how pathetic they are creating these communities, like I said, just to obsess over other people's lives?
So Aaron went to
I'm going to skip over that because I see where, here we go. Trigger warning for everyone here in the chat, okay? Or everyone here live streaming or catching this on the replay. We are going to get a little bit, not much, into the discussion of Katie Joy and her alleged essay, but her actual essay report, okay? I'm not going to discuss any, none of the triggering shit I'm not going to discuss. I'm going to discuss my involvement and what that entailed. And what that entailed has to do with the report, the agency which she reported to. That's what I'm going to be discussing.
the police department where I
We're going to rewind that.
reported my rape.
Okay.
And
Came on my channel and
I was like, oh, hey, last name. And was like,
she got chewed out.
Aaron is EKC.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that you had that much issues with her.
Steve has done a lot to me.
I'm already at 120.
He's made my life hell.
I've only heard his name a few times, but I don't know anything about him outside
He
of.
created the entire anti-KJ community.
You're like God.
Like, do they not realize how pathetic they are creating these communities, like I said, just to obsess over other people's lives?
So Aaron went to the police department where I reported my rape.
Now, a lot of people will hear that, and you'll either come to one or two conclusions that, holy shit, Aaron went to the police department, or you'll hear them think, well, she probably means went to, like she approached them like virtually or something. Now, the latter is obviously what transpired. However, the former is what she's actually saying there, because she has, before this, she has gone on, she's done a stream where she's literally said that I went in person to the police department during COVID, mind you. Okay. This was in like September or October of 2020. She alleges that I hopped on a plane. I flew to Minnesota during COVID, walked into the police department, requested a copy of this report, obtained it, and then flew back home. That's what she's alleging. That's crazy. Fucking crazy. Like, even if it wasn't for COVID, like, and even if I had the money to spend on it, like, that's what I would choose to do with it. No, I don't think so. I emailed the fucking police department. I submitted a FOIA request. You don't have to show up in person for this shit. You really don't. So I don't know why she's under the impression that that's what I had to do. Well, at least I didn't know why she was under that impression. I've since think I figured it out, because there was, in fact, one person who walked into that police department and obtained a copy of their report. One person, because I did another request to see who else got a copy of their report. And it looks like an attorney for Katie obtained a copy of their report, myself, and I was told there was a third person who was named as a party in that case, in their report. So that leads me to believe that the man she accused walked into that police department and obtained a copy of that report. Now, I don't know for sure if that's who it was. All I know is that the other person who obtained a copy of that report, who did walk it, well, I'm guessing that's the one who walked into the precinct for it, is a party named in the report itself. So, yeah. Oh, and all these people who obtained the report, they all got, this all transpired at the end of 2020. Okay, so I didn't get told that like in 2015 or something, someone named in the report went down there. No, in 2020, there 3 people obtained the report: myself, an attorney, which it sounds like it was an attorney for Katie Joy, and a person named in the report. So,
And
Came on my channel and admitted that, by the way, and talked about it, and she got chewed out by me and another person for doing that, because we're like, you don't do that to a survivor. I don't care what she claimed. It doesn't matter. You don't do that. But
so the problem with
okay, I take a little bit of an issue with what Siwa said there. For granted, she's right in that she did take issue with my having done that. And I don't fault her for that at all. As I've said all along, I get it. You don't have to agree with me. And I'm not even going to argue with you because you're not wrong. I don't think I'm wrong either. I don't know who's more right or who's more wrong. I think that the decision, if put in a position like I was in and faced with the decision that I was faced with, it really comes down to your own priorities at that time, where you are in your state of mind at that moment. That's going to influence what your decision is going to be. And there is no wrong decision, I don't think. There's no right or wrong decision, basically. It's whatever. So that's how I feel about it. So if anyone says to me, that's crazy, there's no way in hell I would do that, you're not wrong. Okay. And my only issue with this is that when people have been accusing me of doing it for reasons other than I did, that's my only issue. You don't have to you don't have to agree with it. You can think it's flat out wrong, and I'm not even going to argue with you because I went back and forth with whether or not to do this before I actually did it. Whatever you're thinking, feeling, I did think and feel that as well. I considered it. But at the end of the day, the decision I made was what was what was going to help me sleep the best at night, I guess. Yeah. Because as I said before, and people don't realize this, when Katie told her story in the several live stream videos and dozens of posts / tweets throughout that week, she named the police department. She named the officer. She accused the officer and the department of all kinds of corruption and negligence. And she said it was intentional, basically. She said that the detective called her a liar and refused to work her case and said that the person Katie was accusing he came from prestige. There's no way he'd do any shit like that. She's just a jealous ex-girlfriend. And then she said that he berated her for hours. Okay. She's saying this, and people in her local community were hearing her. They started commenting on her Facebook page about it. Her own mother jumped in and commented. That was the one thing that kind of pushed me to do what I did, because I figured if there's a chance that detective is still there and what she says is true, well, then people need to know about that he's still there and that this shit's true. But if it's not true, well, then I think people need to know that as well. And so that's why I did what I did. And then when I obtained my request and I looked and I seen through the supplementary notes that he made efforts in his investigation. He ran forensics. He interviewed Katie and the suspect. I mean, he did his job. So for Katie to sit there and claim that he didn't, well, that's something that could very easily cause people in her community to hear what she had to say, her experience, and say, fuck that, I'm not going through that. I'm just, people who are already reluctant to report, they don't need to hear much to convince them not to report. And what she was saying was just more than enough to convince a lot of people not to report, which means that the people who are hurting people, they're not going to be reported. They're going to keep walking around that community. And victims are going to continue being affected. So that's why I did what I did. Anyway, moving on. Oh, and so yeah, I started talking about being on Siwa's stream there. And so when Siwa would tell me, you don't do that, I don't agree with it. I was completely respectful to her and I welcomed it. I accepted it. I just want to see to hear the truth about why I did what I did, because the other person up on stream with her was lying her fucking ass off. So that's why I came up on stream, and I did. Siwa, I will be eternally grateful to her for this. She gave me the opportunity to explain this, to say this, and I'm very happy she did. She didn't have to, and she did. So by the end of that stream, Siwa and I were cool. Like, she understood why I did what I did. She still didn't agree with it. Okay, there's no qualm about that, but she understood. In fact, the following night, I did my live stream where I reiterated, I just filled in the blanks, everything of what went on between me and the other person that was on the panel. Siwa came in my live chat. She was cool as fuck. So it's hearing her say what she said there, though I wouldn't say it's untrue or all of it's untrue, but you walk away hearing that thinking that there was a lot more animosity between she and I than there really was. And that bothers me.
My rape investigation was that my rapist is a narcissist. Obviously, a lot of them are.
A lot of them are, yeah.
And he comes from a wealthy family. And while he was with the interview with the police, kept using his last name and was like, don't you know who I am? Like, I'm this person. And
that's amazing, because when you read the detective's notes and the detective it goes through step by step everything that was discussed, everything that was said, yada yada. Nowhere has anything like that said. Like, if anything, it sounds like the accused was bending over backwards to produce anything and everything that was asked of him. You know, whether or not it's true, I don't know. I wasn't there, but that's not at all the impression that was given. And to my knowledge, I mean, I'm sure that, I don't know if anything was recorded between the suspect and the detective or anything, but I do know some things were recorded. I'm going to explain that in a minute.
I would never do that. And she's just a disgruntled ex-girlfriend.
So she's saying that Nick called her an ex-girlfriend? Because that's something that she's never said before. She never said anything. The only thing she ever said when she did her live streams about this and everything, she said that the detective accused her of being a disgruntled ex-girlfriend. That's what she said. So this is the first time I'm hearing that this accusation actually came out of Nick's mouth.
And this was someone I grew up with and like went to high school with. And he was my Spanish partner. And I hadn't seen him in 10 years. And I ran into him at closing time.
And it's so weird to hear her talk about the accused, the way how she's talking about him like they were friends in high school. When she did her stream there in 2000, mind you, this alleged assault occurred in 2007. So anything I'm talking about regarding Katie is shit that she said 13 years later in 2020. I just want to make that clear. So, but to hear her in her several videos / live streams and dozens of posts about this, to hear her talk about Nick, she couldn't stand him in high school. She thought he was just a fucking drugged out stoner and a loser who kept getting kicked out of schools and never showed up and just fucking never did the work, and she just couldn't stand him. It's literally, just about literally verbatim what she fucking says about him. So hearing this is weird.
We were out at a VFW for one of my friend's birthdays, and we were all singing karaoke.
Karaoke.
And I ran into him, and it's like, oh, hey, you know, and he came with us to a friend's house, and we all got pizza.
Seriously, karaoke, okay? Not croaky. I don't like to rag on accents because, I mean, we can't help it. We talk like what we hear. But croaky, really? What?
And then after we all had pizza, I wanted to go home, and he offered to drive me home. And we get to my house.
Pizza. I thought it was hot dogs. Some shit.
And he's driving like a nice car. I don't even, maybe like an Escalade.
What does that matter?
He owned a limo company.
Right.
And he comes in my house, and I wasn't expecting anything.
I apologize. I'm letting myself get bogged down in her fucking telling of shit from back then. I don't care. I don't fucking care. I'm going to skip through some of this, I think.
To happen. It was like running into an old buddy, you know, you go to school with. Like, oh, come in.
Oh, like I'm starting.
2007. Since 2007, Minnesota, whatever it was, roofies. And I blacked out from my house and Army.
Yeah. That's horrific. I'm sorry that you went through that. Especially about someone you trusted.
Yeah. But, you know, because they read the report and they see his interview, which, by the way, I've never read the report. I went through it. I don't need to know what he said. I know what he told
No.
police.
That was the argument with
Oh, I didn't even catch that. She says she never read the report. Then how the fuck does she know what the accused said to the detective during his interview? She just said a minute ago that oh yeah, so he kept dropping his last name, you know, it's how he wouldn't do that, and his family or whatever, and said I was just a jealous ex-girlfriend or what. She never fucking read the report. How the fuck does she know what happened? What he said? There's bullshit right there. Like, how the fuck do you know that then? What, did the detective tell you that he said that the accused kept saying that? Because that would really go against anything negative or you were trying to accuse the detective of being and doing. Just,
EKC, and I forget who else had said, I mean, they had dug into that, which I would assume Rakin has done digging herself, but
Yeah, she did. She for
like,
sure did.
bother them one way or the other. It's not, it didn't.
I'm unaware of anyone else talking with Siwa about this.
affect their life negatively one way or the other, and it's just there's no reason to dig into something of that nature.
It was
Nope.
2007. I was sitting, first of all, I was on antidepressants, and whatever he slipped into my drink, like,
This I am going to share with everyone here regarding the report. So she when she initially reported this, like 2 days after it happened or some shit like that, she said that I think maybe he put something in my drink. So as you know, procedure, they took the empty beer cans or bottles, whatever, I think it was cans, that they were drinking out of that night and tested the inside of them, tested the remaining contents for like narcotics. And forensics found nothing. I just want to share that.
they couldn't find in bottles. I blacked out. I had no memory. And the cops were so ignorant to the drugs that were used that they told me that no one could actually black out for the amount of time that I was blacked out for. I was blacked out from about 1 a.m. until 10 a.m. in the morning.
Well, not
And-
everybody has a strong threshold for, medication.
Well, he gave me, when I went to the hospital, based on what I told them what happened, they were like, he gave you roofies. They will not find it in the bottles. They will not find.
Why wouldn't they find it in the bottles? Do these things have a half-life or something sitting inside fluid? Because the reason why they don't get found in the system is because they run through our system. Our system is constantly moving and just running shit through it. A beer bottle is not. So what, does it expire inside? I mean, why would you even say that? Because that's something she's never said before. She alleges that the sane nurse had told her, oh, the cops will never find it. It'll never be found or whatever, who the fuck says that, but whatever. And what sane nurse comes out and says definitively the substance in which she was given before anything's even tested. Like, that doesn't happen. But I digress. Why would a sane nurse say that they won't find it in the bottles? And why is she making it a point to say that now? See, all right. Let me just say this right now and come clean. For at least a couple of years after this, I said over and over again, and I meant it wholeheartedly. Every time I said, I believe her. I believe that what happened, what she says happened is what happened. I believe her claim. I believe her report. I just doubt the shit that she said about the police officer 13 years later. And that was true. I'm no longer of that opinion, though. I am of the opinion that it's kind of all bullshit. So I get it. People want to disagree with me, or people do disagree with me. I fully respect it. And I'm not saying anyone's right or wrong here. Whatever. It is what it is. I'm just being transparent and coming clean with viewers, saying I'm no longer of their previous belief. I am now of this new belief.
Find it in your system. We will not find it. It is gone.
It's gone.
It's like the perfect drug.
Right. it's so perfect that it gets up and walks out of the remaining content and bottles to I'm just saying that things can't deteriorate and disappear from a fluid sitting still somewhere. Sure, but not overnight, and it's gonna take some time. It's probably gonna take the introduction of other things. I don't know.
Wait,
Whatever.
LB read it too? What? I thought she had morals about her and wouldn't do something like that.
No, Elle has no morals. She
No,
doesn't care.
Al, you have no morals. Fuck. Al didn't even fucking. I don't think she did. Wait, did she? I don't know if she did. I don't recall her. As I say this, though, I want to say that it feels like I might be wrong, but I can't recall her having done this. I'm just gonna say that.
I haven't watched her channel in a long time. Last I watched was when her and John were going at it, and that was like 2-3 years ago.
So I was given whatever it was, roofies, and I blacked out from 1 a.m. till 10 a.m. The only to this day that the nurse that did my kit, after the assault was the most amazing human I've ever met. She was so loving. She gave me a hug. She was so warm, and she made me feel like it's not your fault. And I was so scared, and I didn't know what to do. I just knew I had to go to the doctor. And my friend said, don't take a shower. I didn't take a shower. It took me until 5 o'clock in the evening to have all of the crap out of my system to even be able to drive.
Wait. I thought she said her friend brought her or something.
I said you're lucky that,
I'm not getting sucked into semantics. I don't care.
I mean, you got away from him considering the way he handled that situation. I just don't understand the point of EKC and LB digging into stuff like that and what they thought they accomplished besides.
See, that right there is a fucking bold-faced lie. You do understand. Or you know why I did what I did. Anyways, we've had this discussion. We had a very, I don't know, a very detailed discussion about this on your stream. You know exactly why I did what I did. So for you to sit here and now act like I don't know why she would do something like that, you don't have to know. You don't have to sit there and say, I know why she did it in a sense of like you understand and you don't blame me. I'm not saying that, but you fucking know why. You know why you at least, at the very least, you know why I say I did it at the very least. So to suggest anything other than that is just, it's not honest, I don't think.
That's hurting you.
LB just does not. Okay, but the antis don't like me for like the most ridiculous reasons. Like they don't even know who I am as a human.
Oh no. I don't think you know who you are as a human, to be honest. I don't, because you don't seem to allow yourself to experience any of the known human traits that, or at least none of the unflattering ones anyways. Like you won't even acknowledge that you are just like every other human, and you're going to do some shitty things sometimes for whatever reason, maybe with good intent, maybe not with good intent at times, whatever, because I do think intent matters, but you won't even give yourself that. It just, I don't know.
Someone's asking if he went to jail.
This is interesting.
Holly said it's right. They had a really bad date rape law at the time that if you had a drink, they would assume it's consent.
I don't know about that. I don't know what their laws were. Whatever. But she's going to, I think maybe she goes into it a little bit here, but I just want to point this out. She alleges that the reason why her shit was never prosecuted is because of the like out of touch laws that they had all the way back in 2007. Now, yeah, sure. There are some places that I'm sure still had the really crappy laws, whatever, on the books. But Minnesota in her area was not one of them. They have since changed two things about how they investigate and or to make the decision to prosecute such cases. They've changed two things since back in 2007. And one of which was like back in 2007, it was more or less up to the detectives whether or not it was a case worth prosecuting. And they have to, even then, or even the detectives had to take all things into consideration, you know, like, because they're using taxpayer resources to pay their salary to go after these cases. A lot of people would argue that it's not very fiscal, it's not very responsible to go after cases that have no shot and pull resources away from the cases that do have a shot, you know, right or wrong. This is how agents or how places think. So basically, this was a he said, she said. That's it. There wasn't really a whole lot they could do. And especially when the evidence that they did have was supporting the accuser's story more than, or the accused stories rather than the accuser's story. So they chose, the detective recommended this as do not prosecute. And they did not test her kit. The reason why they didn't is because both parties admit that intercourse had happened, and they both admit that it was with one another, just the terms and how it happened that they disagree on. So there's no reason to test it because they didn't need the scientific facts to dispute or support anyone's story here when they were in agreement. So since then, from what I've been told, is that now, if this were to all transpire today, chances are they would probably go ahead and test the kit. And two, it's up to the prosecutor or the DA, whatever, whether or not it goes to trial or it goes forward, and more so, as opposed to it being up to the detective. Taking all that into consideration, when this went down in 2020, Katie then filed, after my stream, or mine a little red stream, Katie then filed a complaint with the agency or with the police department. And as a result, the DA at the time reopened the case, re-examined it, and they still chose not to move forward on it. I don't know if that's right. I don't know if it's wrong. And it's not what I'm arguing. I'm just sharing what I know. And also, she filed a complaint against the detective, like finally, after 13 years of her claiming, I guess, that, or 13 years later, after she then was complaining about the detective, she filed a complaint. So, and I get it. Sure, it's the police investigating themselves, and I get it why people are skeptical about this. I do. But we're talking about a detective who has no other marks on his record, who has no other people making any such claims about him and his investigatory practices or whatever. This is what we're talking about here. So upon their investigation into the matter at hand, they examined all the evidence, and her interview with the police officer, with the investigator, that was recorded. So the police department re-examined that along with all the other evidence, and they determined that her claims were unfounded. Now, I couldn't get those recordings because there are privacy laws, and she is considered the victim in this case. I could have gotten them transcribed, but then I would have had to have paid for the transcription probably, because when I made my request, they weren't yet transcribed. So I don't even know if I would be given the option to pay for that transcription, but I'm assuming if there were a thing, I would have to pay for it. It's a lot of money to get anything transcribed, a lot more than you would think. So yeah, there's that. Anyway, moving on.
Sensual. We had horrible laws, and the laws changed after my rape happened. It didn't have anything to do with it, but after the fact, now they can't do what they did to me back in 2007.
They didn't do anything to her, though.
All right, I'm messaging him again. This time a text. See if he'll get that one sooner. Like, that was weird. Normally, John, if there was something wrong, he would have, said something. But
Not your mama. I don't like it when you tell me that I'm gaslighting you, because I'm telling you that you have been brainwashed, and I will not be gaslit by you to tell me that I'm gaslighting you. You are in a community that lies about me, that contributes to abuse of me and my family, that contributes to harm to my child and to my livelihood. And if you are consuming that kind of content, you don't know who I am. You choose to believe a caricature of who I am. So I will never, ever apologize for that. I didn't gaslight the chat. I'm not gaslighting the chat. The
She's
people-
sharing her side and the things she's
She is a caricature.
witnessed and been a part of, because all over here, a lot of us are going through the same things by the same type of people, or some of them are the same people.
I am
So
aware.
everybody's
That's why
catching
I'm
up.
here.
Yeah.
John told me he was going through this, and I was like, F, they're at it again.
And Snakin's been, able to get away with all the shit she's been doing because nobody knew who she was.
Llama Girl literally is psychotic.
You still don't know who she is.
She's from the UK. There's nothing I can do about her.
And y'all, I don't know. Even if I wanted to end it, I don't have the ability to do that. So y'all are kind of stuck with us. We're all trying to get John back up to make sure he's okay and see how things are going. But I'm not hearing nothing. So I'm truly worried about him. John was having bad weather, so maybe he's having issues. Let's hope it's just that, y'all. But Rakin's always been one that if you even attempt to say anything towards her negative in any type of way,
She's vicious.
she's very vicious.
I mean, they're all vicious. Rakin's
Oh,
vicious.
now she's got some of the worst people we've ever encountered in her corner that help her and use her digging bullshit to go
Yeah,
after
she's got
us.
Beta.
What? Beta.
So there's one that
She
can put her limits
She
now.
has Beta now, and Beta is the woman that said I was stalking her. She's insane.
Well, we'll see what she does.
Llama
now.
Girl actually got me one of my I don't even do brand sponsorships because these people are so insane. I get offers for sponsorships every day from huge companies, and I'm like, no, you're just gonna get harassed.
Sorry if y'all hear me typing.
Yeah, sure. So
trying to
we
find
are
out
to
what's going on.
believe that the reason why she doesn't have brands is because she's looking out for these other companies. She doesn't want them to get harassed. I mean, don't get me wrong. If she were to have a sponsor, yeah, that company probably would be contacted. But I imagine that that's something that these companies face with everyone, right? I mean, to some degree. So I'm pretty sure that these companies are okay with having to have a backbone to, to the haters, if you will. I'm thinking that it might have more to do with the fact that when they're contacted, they're shown things, and then they change their mind.
Gone.
So one of the things they put out is that I was doing a live stream and I was talking about Josh Duggar's case, and I was reading from his report, and I was apparently teaching people how to essay children. That's their new thing.
Fuck?
Yeah.
That's a trigger warning.
Okay. I've heard this claim, or I've heard what she's claiming that people have said, but that's not it. No one says that she did like a tutorial on how to do this. She did display how things were how things had been done, how things happened. She displayed certain acts that were in the court records. That she absolutely did that. Here, I'm gonna grab something here real quick. Oh shoot, I forgot I had that pulled up. Okay. I don't remember where I put it though. Oh wait, yes I do. I know where I put it. Okay. Yes. Oh my god, where's my dog barking? Make her stop barking, Michael. Okay. So I have a playlist on my channel. The playlist is titled PSA. And it's titled that because of one of the first videos I put in it. And it's a public service announcement or whatever. Some of Steve McCree shit with Katie Joy. I was reading just court records, giving no commentary, no opinion, just reading what was in the records. So that's why it's called PSA. But this is like a series of videos that I just lumped together. It's things that I think that some people are going to want to revisit for the facts, And so there's one video in it there's trigger warnings all over the video. I'm not going to play it or anything now, but I'm just saying that if you look into go in the playlist, you're going to see a thumbnail with all like caution things on the thumbnail. That's it. And it's titled Katie Joy Tries to Traumatize Viewers. Trigger warning. And this is just a montage of her talking about all these horrible fucking things and how she talks about them with no cause or concern for anyone hearing her. And she is very crass and blunt and to the point, and she's in fact displaying things. She's talking about things in a very animated way, we'll say. I'm going to share a link to that here right now in the chat, and I'll put it in the description when I'm done too. Seriously though, I did not edit out any of the terminology she uses. I didn't edit her out at all with her doing this. This is everything. So if anything might possibly bother you, don't fucking watch it. Just don't. It's not even worth it. So there's that. Okay. Oh, I haven't checked out chat in a while. Let me look at chat real quick. Do you have the point where she shows her face? Yeah, I do. What was that in the beginning of her time in the stream? I can pull that up when we're done. We're almost to the end though, so I just want to finish it out. But I had the whole stream, so yeah, I'll have that too. I haven't watched the whole stream, but I will have that too. I'll look though as soon as I'm done letting this play out. Yeah, she did kind of smirk when she, yeah. Oh, my thumb. Okay, so, actually, I don't even, it was on this thumb. I don't know. I don't even remember putting it on this thumb, but apparently I did. But I have a Band-Aid on this thumb. So I don't like to wear Band-Aids at work. I think they look gross. And I wouldn't want anyone handing me a drink with a fucking Band-Aid on their finger. That's disgusting. So we use finger condoms at work. That's what they're called. And like you can get them in black. There's white and blue. Like those are really, or black, white, blue, or like an off-white. There's really all that you can find. Fuck that. I want pink. So I went online and I found finger condoms and I ordered them. So I have a little medical bag that I bring with me to work because I'm always cutting myself or doing something stupid. And I'm always touching a lot of fruit and stuff. And that shit hurts. If you have the slightest little paper cut on anywhere in your hands, every time you touch any kind of fruit, that shit will find it and it will fucking make itself home. And there's a thing that's very common with bartenders. It's called like finger rot or something like that. It's basically like a staph infection in your finger. If you have a cut, like a lot of people get it like on the side of their nails here, the cuticles. Bartenders get them all over. They can. I don't want that shit. About once a year I'll get that shit and it gets really painful. And I usually I'll go on antibiotics or something, or I'll just cut it open myself and it'll go away. But whatever. I don't want that. So I try to avoid it. So every time I cut myself, I put on the antibiotic ointment, a Band-Aid, and then one of my finger condoms. So yeah, that's what that is. I'm sitting here though, I'm not really worried about my finger, my thumb at the moment. So I think just in my fidgeting, I think I took it off my thumb and put on my other one. So I do stupid shit sometimes. But that's why it's pink. Twitter DM. Okay. Why is this? Oh shit. Thank you. Wait, is that from today? Yeah, that's from today. Oh my God. Thank you so much, Autistic Show. Good looking out. Thank you. Let me do this real quick. So thank you so much, Elizabeth, for the super sticker. Thank you so much. And thank you so much, Aliar, for the gifted 10 memberships. Is it too late for me to go back in the chat and see who was gifted? It might be. And I don't think that those show up in StreamYard, do they? Let's see, they might. What was this start? Oh, what's this? Show. Oh, no, it's going to show on the screen. Okay. Oh wait, yeah, I know where it'll show me in here too. Okay, so members who received a membership. Wait a minute. So Ellie R gifted 10 free memberships. Okay, so there's 10 of them. And we have, I'm pretty sure. Wait, why is it to me? Region. Okay, so we have channel has been deleted. Barbara, Haiti, Chanley, Sin City, Skate Positive, Cindy Holden, Alexandra G, the Crazy Lady, Tammy Sue, and yep. Okay, so that was the last one for join 0 days ago. So I think that's all who was gifted a membership. So yay! Thank Eliar. Thank you. Okay. Go back here real quick. Go back to my chat. Okay, now I'm back up at the end here. I'm caught up. Oh my God, really care. Why? What is wrong with me? I read your comment there, and I know that I should be like, like fuck him. But I read that, and I feel bad for him. I know I shouldn't. I don't have to. I know, but I just do. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not going to do anything to try to affect any change on the situation. Let him still remain happy with 40 people. I don't care. But I still like, oh, poor Uni. I'm fucked, man. For those who don't know what I'm talking about, really care maybe put a comment up. Uni went live today and was so excited he had 40 watching. Anyway, okay. I'm going back to the stream.
That's horrible.
Yeah, and I wasn't doing that.
Yes, Wiki, that is true, but do we know if John's coming back or not?
Beta has multiple channels, 3 Discords, and Rakin's in all of them.
Oh, I believe it. Does she not have a life? Honestly, does she not have a
Beta
life?
told a court in North Carolina that I was stalking her.
This would be the first I've ever heard or seen or had any knowledge or thought of Rakin being in any Facebook group, any Discord, let alone whose it is. Like that's ridiculous. Maybe she is. I could be wrong, but this isn't something that's widely like, I don't know, like orchestrated with or whatever.
She's not supposed to be using her access at her job to do the stalking and digging that she does, but she does it anyways, doesn't she? But like I said, she's felt safe all this time because no one knew who she was.
That would be news. Or maybe just her experience in life, whether it be professional or otherwise, she just learned where to look for shit publicly. possibly. And she, like anyone else, will use that knowledge at home on their laptop to look something up. Like, there's nothing at all to indicate, suggest, or support the claim that she is using any kind of professional services or clearance or anything. That's ridiculous.
I thought it was never going to come out who she was.
I don't even know who Siwa is, and I'm just Siwa or whatever. People
Siwa.
hate. Why do people hate you?
They call me a liar, a grifter, and all that. They say I lied about my essay. They say I lied about the DV. I've got police reports of both situations. Both men have been to jail. Yeah, all that. But I just don't hold my mouth against them. I just don't. I don't kiss their ass. I'll stand up if I think they take it too far, and they don't like it. They don't want me speaking on them while they say everything under the sun about me and just expect me to shut up and take it. No. But I also stand up against bashing victims, and I also stand up against homophobia, transphobia, any racist terminology, any slurs of any kind. I always stand up against that. That's never okay. I don't care what the reason.
I don't think he's coming back, and I don't know where he is. I texted him, and he's not responding.
I just, like I said, I hope he's not in trouble.
Why would
He
you
is
think
usually
would?
pretty quick to come back, and
Seriously, why would she be in any kind of position in life to rationally expect that John Yates would answer Katie's text? Why would she think he would? It sounds so bizarre to me. I don't know.
he'll usually respond if everything's okay. Rakin thinks she's invincible due to her anonymity. Yeah.
Well, she's not anonymous. Her name is Marsha. Marsha Hockenberry.
That's crazy.
Marsh, I'll put it in.
I'm muted. Okay. Good thing I noticed. First off, I want to state so people know that without any doubt or whatever, Marsha Hockenberry is not ImFcknRakin. I think it's a little crazy too that people think that she is. Case in point, I want to point something out here. They go on, they're talking about Rakin here, and they acknowledge that she works in some sort of legal type profession, whether that be an attorney, a paralegal, whatever. Well, go ahead and Google Marsha Hockenberry and see how fucking many of them are paralegals. Like, seriously, because if you are actually a paralegal, you will be somewhere on some sort of site or list or whatever. There will be some public reference to your name in that profession, especially if you work at an attorney's office. Your name will be on public records. Where I have been unable to find Marsha Hockenberry's name on any those types anyways, that's such public record. So they kind of blow their own theory out of the water just by talking about it. But mostly you're going to see why Katie believes, why she's under the belief that she has discovered Rakin's identity. Once you see this, that's going to tell you how full of shit this is.
In here, Hockenberry. There you go.
Well, we'll see what happens after that.
I don't care if they call me a doxer. They can call me a doxer a million times over. Like,
No, they dox 24/7. I mean,
she
Rakin.
literally, I got her name because she shared her video in a group about me. She's in a group under her real name, sharing her own content about me. No, I'm not doxing her. I'm literally looking at her. She shared a video. I wish I could show you a photo of her sharing a video about me. Here, hold on.
I didn't drop out of the stream or anything. I made this part of the stream large screen so you guys can more easily see what it is, what she's about to show here.
I don't want to. That's her.
Oh, yep.
sharing a video of me in a group. She doxed herself.
Oh, that was a blessing.
Yeah. I'm not
Because-
doxing her. She's literally in a group about me, sharing a video about me.
How long has she been stalking you?
4 years.
Holy hell! So we're never gonna get rid of her. That's what I'm gathering.
Like, did you hear that?
Right.
She's never gonna go away.
So, according to Katie, if you share one of her videos in a Facebook group about Katie, well, then you are Katie because you shared her video. That's undeniable proof that you are, in fact, that account, that person. Like, that's crazy. Like, then, oh my God, I'm a lot of people on YouTube that fuck. You know, like, I'm Katie Joy even. Oh my gosh. But did you see that? So this Martha chick came across Rakin's video, shared Rakin's video in an anti-Katie group or whatever. Therefore, Marsha must be Rakin. Like, okay. Like that's oh my God. You can't think of something better than that. It's like you're not even trying, man. It really.
Stop.
How do you dox someone that posts under their name? I'm not doxing. This is this is Marsha's post from a group. She posted that in a group, in an anti-group. That's her posting. That's not doxing. That's literally like a screenshot of her posting.
Did you even do anything to her to make her mad, or she just decided she just
No.
didn't like you one day? That's what she did to me. In my
Oh shit, I didn't even know that that's where she showed her face. I just assumed that she showed her face like in the beginning, like when she first came on the stream or something. But that's the point in which she did it. I didn't realize that until just now. Interesting. Uh-huh.
Like she's going into I don't know what her occupation is, but
she's a paralegal, or used to be. I don't see how she.
Yeah, it's a Facebook group. It's one of which Facebook? It's Without a Crystal Ball.
Oh my God.
I'm not like she literally posted that in there.
I'm telling you, she's not going to slow her roll, y'all. She's going to go balls to the wall crazy, but she's already gone too far for most of us.
She just never thought that she would get caught. And one of my followers like happened to be, so what they do. Yeah, they posted my address. They took photographs of my picture of my home, and then they said like she thinks she's.
It sounds like she was about to tell a story about how one of her followers is stalking this group out on behalf of Katie Joy. Like, how is that not encouraging your followers to act as an agent on your behalf? That's totally what that is. Like, if you accept anything that follower gives you, you are giving positive feedback for their acts that they took in which to obtain that stuff.
Safe. I have guns.
Jeez.
That's 100% her.
I heard she works in HR for one of those companies that does background checks. Well, she is the queen of doing background checks and digging. But she told me on the trial, everything.
Me.
Yeah.
That's what she did to me, in my
like
opinion.
she's going into I don't know what her occupation is, but she's
a paralegal. Or used to be. I don't see how she.
Yeah, it's a Facebook group. It's one of which Facebook? It's Without a Crystal Ball.
Oh my God.
I'm not like she literally posted that in there.
I'm telling you, she's not going to slow her roll, y'all. She's going to go balls to the wall crazy, but she's already gone too far for most of us.
She just never thought that she would get caught. And one of my followers like happened to be, so what they do.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've posted my.
One of my followers happened to be like, yo, okay, bullshit. Mm-hmm. And she just quickly stops and moves on to something else.
Address. They took photographs of my picture of my home, and then they said like she thinks she's safe. I have guns.
Oh my gosh. That's not what was fucking said. Oh my God. Yo, Tina, you hear this shit? Oh my God, you are such a liar, Katie. Here's what happened. Now, Tina was also known online for, and she still is for the most part, under this cloak of anonymity. Well, her name did get out at one point, and it was one of Katie's followers who put her name out there and put it out there on, for Katie's benefit on Katie's fucking platform. And Katie ignored it, and Katie just let it sit there. And so Tina, upset about this, was venting with a friend, a private conversation in Messenger, a friend, okay, venting. And she said, and she sent a picture, like a Google Earth image picture of an empty fucking lot somewhere. No other detailed or identifiable information on this image. It's just a fucking lot because her community, Katie's community, I guess, is new. So for like the longest time, the Google images were still of like empty fucking lots. And that's what this image was. There were no latitude, longitude, no nothing on there, no streets, no street names, let alone, no streets, let alone no street names. So what Tina said was, this is fucked up. She's doing this. And what? She thinks she's safe. Her shit's out there. Why would she fucking do this? Look at this. See, I've had this for months and she thinks she's safe. Tina's venting with a friend saying, my shit's sitting there on her page and she's letting it sit there. She's not at all thinking, what if I were a crazy person? I wanted to get even with her. I've had this shit for months. Tina never did anything with it, nor would she, because that's not who Tina is. That's it. That's the end of that whole discussion. And there was another time where, I think it was the threatening emails during the Tati Westbrook case. So Tina also emails, but Tina was replying to someone on social media regarding emails. Tina said, because these emails oftentimes would threaten to come to your home, threaten to do this, whatever. And Tina's saying, fucking whatever. I'm sitting over here. I got a man, I got a dog, I got a gun. Fucking let them. That's what she said. She was not at all talking about Katie Joy or referencing Katie Joy when she said, I have guns. Like, no, it's not what happened. But Katie, having and wanting to always be the perpetual victim for everything, has to say, she doxed me by sharing my address and said she thinks she's safe. I have guns. See, when you hear it like that, it paints a whole different picture now, doesn't it? And I don't know, man, if I were a viewer or follower of Katie or anyone for that matter, and that's the picture they painted me, and then I learned what the actual painting should look like, I'd be pissed. Like, who the fuck are you to change everything, to put it in a way that would enrage me on your behalf? Don't fucking manipulate me like that. Don't exploit this. Don't use me like this. But no, people are just like, whatever, man. But, okay.
Jeez.
That's 100% her.
I heard she works in HR for one of those companies that does background checks. Well, she is the queen of doing background checks and digging. But she told me on Twitter she was a paralegal. But she also said that her husband was a lawyer. But everybody's saying that he is not. So who knows if she's telling the truth about anything anymore. And they are the queen. All of them dox constantly. I've had Rakin dox me, my ex, dox the guy that, y'all know what he did. Saying she's going to get an interview, going to read all the documents pertaining to the trial, everything. She shouldn't be one to talk.
Let me see.
I got to speak up on that there. Okay, so Siwa is saying that Rakin was threatening to get police report or whatever and put that out or dox the person she accused or something. The reason why I have I'm going to express doubt on that is because as the entire time I've known Rakin, she doesn't just simply threaten to do something and not do it. So if she didn't do this, then I'm inclined to believe that she didn't in fact threaten to either. And I believe what my whole experience with Rakin also tells me that she wouldn't threaten to do this, whether she followed through or not, regardless. But this isn't something she would threaten to do just for the sake of doing it. there's more to this than what's being shared, and I would like to know more. Is it playing? Oh, yeah, it is. 20 minutes to go.
It doesn't say that. It doesn't say anything about like anything.
About what she does.
No,
Oh,
And I think she's in California, isn't she?
no. This says Ohio.
she's not in California. She's not in Ohio either. But I find it funny though how Katie Joy's now trying to confirm her hunch or whatever, her belief, whatever her claim. Now she's trying to confirm it, and she states right off the bat she's having difficulty in confirming this. She's unable to confirm it. She can't find a profession for this Marcia person that confirms it. Duh.
Oh, well, if it's Ohio, wait, no, that's not the right one. So she's just been lying nonstop.
She lies about everything.
Her middle name is, never mind, I gotta say it. I'm not gonna help docs, but there's a lot of stuff that pulls up. This says single, but I don't believe that.
Why sit here on stream and look this up? Look, I'm not knocking anyone for looking shit up. God knows we all do it. I do it. But why are you sitting here on a live stream doing it? You're sharing this with viewers, even if you're not showing your screen. You're sharing this. Why? Thank you. Oh, why are you being so cute now, huh? You're probably purring right into the microphone too.
Wait a second. Oh.
So in the group that I was showing you screenshots from, basically what they do is like all these people, these creators, they have their own pages, right? And so then they post in their own channels, and then they say, follow this. And that's all that they do in the Without a Crystal Ball channel. So basically
There are some channels in there who do that, sure. But we're talking thousands of people in this group. There's not thousands of channels in there. There's a handful. So, yeah. They don't share all their content. They share the Katie Joy content. Well, it's a group that's exists for the purpose of exposing some of the things that she does, or at least informing people of the things that she's done and said. So, yeah, it's going to contain that, I think.
what they do is they have this page or group that has my name. And so my followers join thinking that they're joining one of my pages. And I don't do pages. Or groups. I don't do groups. And
Me neither. I don't like group chats. I think it's a recipe.
it's
for
not a group
disaster.
chat. It's a group on YouTube or on Facebook. And so they think they're joining a group for.
She can't let you have anything. She's gonna fucking dispute and argue everything you say because she can't let you appear to be correct about anything. Only Katie's correct. Like seriously, the whole stream, the whole time that they're up and panel together, Katie's just so combative with Siwa over everything.
Without a Crystal Ball. And then they get in there, and then it's just all these different creators, one after another, sharing like, follow this, watch this, watch this, watch this.
I can't believe she's doing that for 4 years just for you.
Yep.
Well, I imagine she's gonna ramp up after this.
Where did John go?
I don't know. I'm still looking at my messages. There's no response. I messaged on TikTok. He didn't get it there. Like, this is getting unnerving.
Mhm.
Why would he be pissed? Well, I mean, I think he was a little bit worried about he might get in legal trouble, but I don't think he would get in legal trouble for things that were said. He didn't say that to me, by the way. That was, someone else had mentioned that it might cause trouble for him, but he wouldn't just drop like that. He would have said something. John's not really been shy on reeling things in. Y'all should know that. There's not much that John is like, that's off limits, whatnot. So, like I said, it's unusual for him to just disappear. But I don't know the best way to go about it. Like, yeah, I don't think he's coming back, but I don't know if he's okay. I don't know if he wants us. Like, I can't end the stream. Sophie's the only one that can. And
don't
I
know,
do know he hasn't been feeling good, recently. So I wonder if that's
Prisco, I have no idea if John Yates explained or gave any information about why he left. I have no idea. So I think I don't know, and I'm not basing this on much of anything, and very little information into things that transpired. I would think maybe it's possible that he left because he could have been tired. The whole day was kind of maybe overwhelming by this point after streaming for so many hours and everything that transpired. That, and on top of that, having to deal with Katie Joy, like the day was bad enough, but throwing Katie Joy on top of it, that's just that's too much. I'm out. My opinion, whatever.
I don't know. Oh, and now I'm up here by myself. He is not answering, and I can't get that picture down either.
Oh, I just looked at chat. Alexandra says, "Oh, Kitty, I lost my kitty of 14 years last month, and I still forgot she's not here anymore. Oh, I'm so sorry. So sorry for your loss. I hate hearing about that." I'm sorry. I really am so sorry.
And I can't add anybody back either. So should I just hop off? What do y'all think? I think I am. But I know that he was wanting to talk to Katie. Okay, so are y'all going to watch the chat while I bounce off? I mean, I do need to go take care of stuff, but I wish John would come back up. I'm kind of really worried. It won't. How will it end though? He is not answering and not come back up. Okay. Well, look, I know topic was sensitive, y'all. There was a whole lot of stuff going on, a lot of topics being covered. It was a nice conversation. A lot of it was cool to hear her insight on it, on the shows and whatnot. I just hope John's okay. And if anybody that was upset by anything mentioned, that was nobody's, well, besides the stalkers, but like for y'all in chat, if anything I said that was upsetting, nobody meant for that. And nobody was trying. Everybody was just trying to catch up and find out what was going on. She's an executive's account. Can someone find her? Sophie's probably asleep, y'all.
I think that's it for Katie's demonstration. Yeah, I think we're done.
Well, I'm again.
All right, so I'm gonna close this out for now. That's it. It's over. Oh, let me do this too. Wow, I thinking of it because we all know how good I am at posting shit in the description when I say I will. So all right, so right now I am posting a link to the screen. It's a Google Drive link. It's available to anyone with the link, and you can download it, you can watch it, you can do whatever you want. So I'm posting, and this is to the entire John Yates stream, the whole thing, start to finish. There's no live chat with it though, because it's just downloaded. But I'm also going to post in the description a link to the downloaded live chat if anyone wants to run through and read it. It's written out though, like in a normal like PDF form. Like it doesn't look like it does on the live stream box there or whatever, but there's URLs to every name that's commenting. It's a very detailed, thorough list though, nonetheless. So, but right now we're doing this right now. Okay, it's now in the description. So the link should be there. If you refresh the page, you'll see the link there, and there you go. That's yours. I want to share real quick though before I go because we're done. Okay, so I pulled up a couple of streams here, and I just want to show something here. it's in reference to what Siwa Moon was saying about the impression I get from hearing her explain our interaction there is much different than the impression I got from actually having our interaction. And I think it's different because it was in fact different. It was the interaction ended positively for the two of us, or so I thought. It was still a positive experience for me nonetheless because of the opportunity she gave me to explain my side, to tell my intent, to tell why I did the things I did. So for that, it was, whatever. But these are the comments, or the live chat comments from the stream I did the following night. And the stream discussing last night's Siwa stream and Words Have Power, because Words Have Power was the other creator up on panel. I did this stream here February 15, 2022. So it was almost 2 years ago. Scrolling down. So and here's just I'm not going to go through all of these or whatever, but like, right here. I'm sorry it was a rough start between us, EKC. Just is a great nickname for that too, by the way. Okay. Oh, she wasn't talking about Words of Power. She was talking about someone else. And then, like here, yes, Mandy, I am too. I was definitely not getting a good picture of her till she came up. What she's saying there, and this was true. Words Have Power was painting me in a completely different picture. And she had whatever, she can paint me any way she wants. It's not the point. But she was pointing out here, like, yeah, this is the impression I was getting when now this is the impression I have, like they're different. They might have been, I don't know. But I'm going to put a link to this in the description in case anyone wants to check it out, whatever. And I'm also going to link her Siwa stream where everything originally happened. I'll put that in the description as well. Let me do that now. We'll do link to Siwa stream. Our first interaction. So here's that. Share. And then link to my stream discussing you. And there we go. Okay. What else did I say I was going to put in the description here? I know I was. So John Yates thing I already put in there. I said I was going to put the live chat in there too, the downloaded live chat. What? I changed the title. I don't remember what I named it. Oh, there we go. Share. And again, this is a Google Drive link. So I'll put that there. Okay, So I'm saving that now. So if you refresh the page, all the links will be there for anyone that wants them. And on that note, I'm going to check out chat, and then I think I'm going to wrap this up. Yeah, I had never heard of Siwa either until that night I went up on her panel. Someone sent me a link to the stream as it was happening. So I went in there and I'm watching it and I'm listening. The stream was supposed to be about Ren, Lefty, Real Entertainment News, about him and some shit that went down between him and Sunshinery, because Siwa, I guess, used to like be, I don't know, like used to collaborate or something with Sunshinery, possibly, I don't know. And some shit fell through, and that's what the stream was about. Like, it wasn't supposed to be anything about me at all. Like, Siwa never even heard of me before. And then Words Have Power got up there because she heard Ren was going to be talking about, so she had to go talk about him. And actually, I'm not going to drag Shelly or anything. She and I have been, I wouldn't say cool, but just non-aggressive, cordial, maybe. I don't know. So I'm not dragging. I take that back. Anyways, but she went on there to talk about Ren I originally, and somehow I end up being the topic of discussion. And I found someone sent me a link, told me about it. So then I went over there and I'm talking in live chat, and then I get pulled up. That was how I first heard about Siwa Moon, and how she first heard about me. So, yep. Yeah, Siwa is Siwa Moon. You'll take a strawberry daiquiri on the product. I don't have any tonight. I could make a strawberry daiquiri. I have everything for it, but I don't really have a good blender for the ice. Can you have a fucking daiquiri unless it's not frozen? Like it's got to be frozen. Oh, okay. Oh, thank you, Autistic Shell. I wasn't sure if you wanted me to use your link and send like everyone to your link. That's why I just downloaded it and re-uploaded it. But Autistic Shell also, she's the one who originally downloaded this. So like this stream and last night's stream would not have been made possible without the efforts of Autistic Shell. And here's why. When I learned about the video, I was in bed, so I slept for a little while longer, but I ended up getting up from work like 3 hours earlier. I'm like, I'm gonna go make a video. So as I'm doing this, I'm working on a video, I'm trying to download the stream, and my computer, everyone knows, is slow as hell. It needs work. And it couldn't get started on the download. And I'm thinking, because it's 9 hours long, it's probably gonna take me 50 tries before it starts actually downloading. So I'm trying to do that, work on that and work on the video. And while I'm doing that, I'm pulling the video from John Yates' channel. And as I'm in the middle of doing that and making a video, suddenly the video stops and the screen goes, this video has been made private or whatever. And I'm like, fuck. Autistic Shell got it. So thank you so much. And she was kind enough to share it with me. And she told me, she gave me permission last night that I could say she got it. So I want to clear that up too. So yeah. She's, Shell's pretty good at that too. Like if you're looking for something and you can't find it anywhere, I don't know. So far it's Shell who comes through. Oh, thank you, Stephanie. You do have a really good new look. It's new? Why is it? I thought that this was my normal look. I do have it. This is new, this stupid thing. But when I get cold, like I don't want to put on a sweatshirt because then it makes me too hot. And it's only my arms that get like painfully cold. Like it hurts. My arms right here will be so cold. So I saw these things that were just sleeves. So I bought like 4 different pairs of them. Like, and there's, oh my God. Like, I don't know how I went through life without them. But that's, oh yeah. You like my shrug? So yeah, there's that. Okay. On that note, holy shit, I'm actually done streaming. It's not even 10 p.m. tonight. What the fuck am I gonna do tonight? Well, you don't look as bad as KJ. I'm a drunken rat. Yeah. Accomplished. I can't say the same though. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. There's a date added for 7M a week or so. Yep, it's for March, isn't it? It's I thought it was just like a status conference hearing or something. Or schedule. I don't. Why does it keep annoying? Oh, it is the first one. Okay. So let's see. All right, so here's the 7M. And we have. Oh, okay. No, wait, yeah. Where's the schedule? Okay, here we go. All right. Upcoming hearing, scheduling conference on 3/19 at 9 a.m. So, yeah, just under 2 months from now. Huh. Interesting. So, yeah, we have that to look forward to. Oh, please read it. Oh, wait, what? Oh, what? What's going on? I actually have Rakin's Twitter open right here. Because I wanted to, I meant to read something from it, but I had a lot of things pulled up to like reiterate my claims and shit like that, but I didn't share them all. I don't know why. But anyway. Her account's not locked, is it? Okay, no, it's not. I only see one thing in here. They're gonna be. So Rakin had tweeted. I'm gonna go ahead and read this too. Her account's not private, anyways, but this is something I think that she would want to get out. So. And it says, I appreciate those who have tagged me and sent me content from YouTube, Instagram, and Reddit. I had the chance to see some of the clown show that took place on Friday night to present. You fucked up, John Yates, Siwa Moon, Just Jules, Genevra, and Katie Joy. Mark my words, everyone will know you've been doxing, cyberstalking, defaming, and harassing an innocent grandma and her family. Leave that woman and her family alone. Leave me the fuck alone. Leave everyone the fuck alone, you fucking weirdo creeps. I expressed 2 months ago that I was not her, and she did. 2 months, I think it might have been a little over 2 months ago. She put a tweet up where, because this had already been suggested, and she shot it right down. But yeah, here we are again. I expressed 2 months ago that I was not her, It's not my fault. You're too stupid to believe it. These liars, doxers, defamers, harassers, and cyberstalkers will be known to everyone. I'm a patient motherfucker, and I'm seeing this through to the end. If you don't believe me, then you obviously don't know me very well. Chat with you all again soon. That's how I read that in my head. Yeah. Interesting. There was, wait a minute. Let me go to this. So, real quick, I'll go through this. So, back when Katie was really pushing this narrative that, oh, Tati admitted that I did not defame her. There was no defamation. I did nothing wrong. Bullshit. ImFcknRakin posted this. Katie Joy, you are whistling through your ass. On June 4th, 2021, you posted a video about settlement with Westbrooks. The Halo Beauty Partners LLC v. Clark Swanson et al. Complaint was filed on July 9th. For the record, July 9th is past June 4th, Katie Joy. That being said, what part of the Halo Beauty Partners LLC v. Clark Swanson et al. Complaint indicates that you did not defame the Westbrooks? I'll wait. Wait for Katie Joy to stop spinning narratives, which is never. Allow me to share portions from the complaint. The company is informed and believes that Paulson made several disparaging statements and assertions that were critical of the company and the Westbrooks, including but not limited to the company's products are snake oil and junk vitamins. There is zero testing to show that the company's products do anything. The company's products are harmful to human health. The company, quote, manipulated its customers into buying the company's products. The company is financially, quote, worthless, and the company's product seemingly violates federal law by not having approval from the FDA. Paulson has made numerous statements about the Westbrooks, their character, their professional credentials, and trustworthiness. As a result of these statements and others, the company, with Swanson's consent, and the Westbrooks sent 4 cease and desist letters over the next few months and began drafting a complaint to file a lawsuit against Paulson in the United States District Court, Western Court of Washington. The company is informed and believes that Swanson knew what he was doing when he contacted Paulson. Prior to his communications with Paulson, she had already published over 50 videos concerning the Westbrooks. They were not favorable to the company or its spokesperson, Tati Westbrook. You hear that? So this wasn't her being manipulated by Swanson. Before Swanson ever really heard her, Katie had already made 50 videos about these people. Refresh your memory, Katie Joy. Spinning narratives like that can cause dizziness and reorientation in your face. Stop that. Your actions in the past and present are a good example of why future litigants should think before settling with you. Considering all that, do you think Katie Joy's statements about the case since her settlement video are trustworthy? What suggestions would you give to former litigants of Katie Joy with whom she continues to speak? What suggestions would you offer to future potential litigants of Katie Joy? These questions are simply me being curious and a nosy bitch. Despite this, we have no idea who is watching. And to be honest, she's always being sued. And then there's pictures there. I'm gonna share a link to this. So anyone can pull up the pictures, read it all yourself, and check it out if you like. So I'm gonna put this in the description now. Okay, it's now there. All right. Check out chat real quick and then I'm going. Oh, what happened? What's going on there? Me. Let me see something here. Why isn't that on? It's not showing. That's weird. Okay, all right, whatever. It's there. Okay. No, I saw the 7M stuff. I read some of it at the very, very beginning of the stream without a lawyer. There could be more that's since transpired that I've missed or whatever. That may be right. I'm going to go probably and check that out after the stream. But I'm going to wrap this up though, because I've been on for a while. Over 2 hours. Okay. I knew I was gonna be on though for a little bit tonight. So, but all right. So that's it. That's the whole John Yates stream and many of my thoughts and everything on it, and some things I was able to provide. If anyone has any questions, so if they want to see anything provided that I haven't provided that I might have mentioned, I don't know, but feel free to reach out and I'll do the best I can. So thanks for being here, everyone. So have a good night. Let's say Sunday. I may stream tomorrow night. It won't be till like tomorrow evening / night though. It won't be before then. So, but all right, bye. Have a good night.